What if you could go from complete beginner to mastering ChatGPT and other AI tools in just 100 days? That's exactly what I did. I treated it like a 100-day reset, not just for learning new tools, but for rebuilding how I work, how I solve problems, and how I make money. By the end, I was using AI to automate tasks, launch digital products, and create income streams I didn't think were possible 3 months earlier. Nowadays, knowing how to use ChatGPT isn't optional. It's the core skill that freelancers, creators, and professionals need to gain leverage, to save time, to earn more, to work smarter without burning out. I started at zero. On day one, I opened ChatGPT and just stared at the blinking cursor. I typed something vague. The answer came back generic. I didn't know how to make it useful. So I made a rule. Every day for 100 days, I would use AI to complete one real task. No overthinking, just one action. By day 3, I discovered I wasn't even using GPT-4. I had been testing everything on the free version. That explained why the outputs felt basic. First lesson, use the best version of the tools if you want the best results. On day 5, I studied prompt structure. I learned that generic prompts get generic answers, but detailed prompts unlock serious value. I stopped saying things like, write a blog post, and instead said, you are a brand strategist for eco-friendly skincare. Write a 600-word blog post targeting Gen Z, using a casual tone and SEO keywords. That shift changed everything. By day 10, I used ChatGPT to summarize a 300-page book in under 10 minutes. Then I turned it into a visual study guide. That was the first time I saw AI give me hours of time back in a single task. By day 15, I started testing ChatGPT's image generation. It worked surprisingly well, and I started imagining how these tools could power content creation. From day 22 to 25, I spent hours consuming tutorials, but I wasn't applying anything. That was my next rule. If I watched one tutorial, I had to build one thing from it. No exceptions. By day 30, I had 3 things in place. I understood prompt strategy. I had tested GPTs like code interpreter, and I had joined communities that gave real feedback. From day 31 to day 70, I stopped just testing. I started building. On day 33, I opened Notion and created my own prompt library. Every time I found a prompt that worked, I saved it with notes on why it worked. Over time, it became a valuable reference tool. By day 35, I used ChatGPT to write a sales email for a friend's business. She used it, and the email actually converted. That was the first moment I realized I could use this skill to help others, not just myself. By day 40, I had a basic content system. I'd write a blog post using ChatGPT, ask it to create 3 Instagram captions from that post, and generate an image. I was producing more content in less time than ever before. By day 50, I had built an automated newsletter workflow. I would write a rough draft, ChatGPT would improve the writing, then I would use Google Sheets and Zapier to automate the publishing through MailChimp. After setup, I didn't have to touch it again. The more I applied AI to real tasks, the more confident I became. On day 55, I started creating freelance proposals using ChatGPT. I entered a basic project summary, and it gave me detailed scopes, pricing structures, and FAQs. I booked 2 clients that week using those proposals. By day 65, I created an Etsy product, a PDF bundle of pre-written product descriptions for sellers. ChatGPT wrote the copy. I added formatting and listed it. 2 days later, I made my first $250. From day 71 to day 100, I focused on locking in results. On day 78, I got a last-minute request from a client for 5 blog posts. I used my AI workflow and delivered them all in under 24 hours. The client thought I had worked through the weekend. By day 90, I had more leads than I could manage. I started turning down smaller projects and focusing on ones that aligned with my goals. On day 97, I looked at my systems and realized I had built real leverage. I wasn't trading time for tasks anymore. I was building processes that scaled. On day 100, I went back to the beginning and reviewed everything. I no longer struggled with blank prompts. I didn't waste time guessing how to use tools. I had workflows, clients, and income, all powered by AI. And it didn't take a degree or years of training. It took 100 consistent days of real practice. Now, I don't start anything from scratch. I start with AI. If you're stuck in a job that drains you, if you're trying to build something online but don't know where to start, this is your next step. Learn how to use AI tools. Apply them daily. Solve real problems. The tools are here. You just need to start.